Good evening, everybody. Sal Capano back, late evening. Just got home a little while ago. Want to bring you up to date with the unemployment issue and the Senate race that's happening in Georgia. So I'll give you a quick look here, how close it is. As you can see, there's a runoff race. It's very, very close. Republican Kelly Loeffler, if I'm pronouncing it right, is up by a little bit, and there's Republican David Perdue, who's up over John Ossoff. So it's both Republicans for the Senate seat. So why am I? Okay, so this is important. So at this crucial time, the street light is bothering me. Sorry, guys. Stuff like that bothers me. Sorry. This is important stuff right now. By the way, if you're new to my channel and watching this, consider unsubscribing to my channel. Okay, we have some fun. Get the latest updates in the news, and you can ask some of the people who've been subscribing faster than a lot of the channels on here. Okay, I started my YouTube channel, I don't know, a couple months ago. I talk a little bit about everything, money tips. I like smoking cigars, but at PUA and unemployment, I fought back and forth for unemployment, back and forth to Carson City. I was one of the very few to have it implemented and to fight for the PUA back in March. Okay, and if welcome back for those who've been subscribing. Hopefully, I answer a lot of your questions later on. Later, it's been a long day. Earlier this afternoon. Okay, so the Senate. The Senate race is very, very important right now because, like I said, it's neck to neck. Both of the Republicans I just showed you are leading. Why it's important is because you have a Democrat president who's coming in, okay, and you have a House, and Nancy Pelosi, whether you hate her, like her, dislike her, whatever it is, she's got it. Now, when it comes to stimulus, and I believe there's going to be another stimulus package, I'm not... You can leave your comments and what you think about another stimulus. Leave your comments after. People, I'd like to hear it. I'm just telling you what I think. I'm not saying if I'm for it or against it. But I believe we're going to get another one. And why this is important, because if you get the two... And I'm not saying I want the Democrats or I want the Republicans or whatever it is. If these two get in, I think all four candidates are saying the right words. They want to support it. Again, like I said earlier... breaking news here. What's this here? Yeah, so it's going to go on for a little bit more, and I'm not going to get into the cheating part. I'll leave it up to you guys. Be free. I don't judge. Leave your comments. I'm not going to take any sides on it. But if the Democrats get in, or one Democrat gets in and one Republican gets in, it might be a little easier to pass the stimulus package. Or again, I've said this a million times already, the $1,400. People, why are you getting the $1,400? We got the $600. By the way, some good news. Good news on the stimulus package. People, you got to update your bank account. I've said this in my previous videos. There's people who are not getting it because they had maybe you changed bank accounts or one routing number was off. If you got it in the same bank account before, it's going to go into that bank account. They're not going to. It's all computerized, people. Okay. It goes into that account. They don't know. They don't have a brain. It goes right there. So you need to update it. IRS. Where's my stimulus? Sorry, there was my stimulus. Where's my stimulus? And update that stuff. It might be a little late now. Not late. You're still gonna get the money. It might just take a little longer until that's in there. Maybe a week or two. And if all fails, they're mailing out the checks a lot faster than they did. I'm reading a lot of reports, and I'm hearing that they're sending the check outs. But you got to update. If you moved out of state, all those things. Same thing with unemployment. Now, let's get to PUA real quickly because I want to watch this runoff here. The good news, I heard that in state of Nevada, and they have received, I already told this morning that unemployment, people are collecting regular unemployment, received it this morning, including a family member of mine. Now I'm reading that multiple people with PUA are receiving their payments. So those who received their payments before, a night before, are receiving it. So it depends what bank institution you have. I have not received mine, or my wife. We have not, and some other people. That doesn't, I'm not panicking. Every bank is different. So there's, if your payment date says the 5th and it has not changed, you're going to receive it probably real soon. tonight or in the morning. Okay, so smile. Now, for those people, I'm hearing accounts went to zero credits. It's still, people, I've said this before. What I'm hearing, been in the meetings, been talking to a lot of people. My head, I'm like brain dead here. What I'm hearing is it's still every hour or even every half hour, actually every few minutes, they're updating the system. They're trying to get to everybody's credits, and it was me. I have 10 people. What do you want from me? I get it, bada boom, bada bing. But it's not me. I'm joking aside. It's taken some time. The vendor they have in is making sure that they calculate those 11 weeks. Okay, so for example, my wife, her credits show 905. It's enough for 5 weeks. Okay, so it's not quite enough for her. So I told her, she said, "What do I do?" I said, "Well, let's hang in there." I said, "You got enough to carry for 5 days. If not, maybe in a couple of days, call and ask the adjudicator and the caseworker, these representatives, say, can you check into it?" I don't think you have to. I think they're going to catch it. Those people who have zero, that's actually, you're saying, well, how not going to be good news, Sal? People are getting their money. It's actually good in the sense that it's zero, so I wouldn't be surprised in a few hours or a day. You might miss this cutoff. You might not. It might still get paid this week or in the next week. They're adjusting it. They're going to get adjusted too. So if you're making $400 a week, they got to give you enough money for the 11 weeks. Hopefully that I clarify that, people. I'm trying to make this as easy as I can. Regular unemployment, they didn't have to do that. They just extended it. All right. Again, it's the 300. You're going to see the stimulus. And if you have taxes taken out, it's going to be 270 plus your regular unemployment. I'm getting people asking me, well, it looked like I was getting paid. It had a payment date. Now my payment date doesn't show anything. It says progress. I believe if there was a dilemma or you had a problem, maybe not showing your documentation, I don't know, or maybe you did it recently and they haven't looked at it, but the system, stay with me on this, was acting like it was going to pay you, and then a flag came up and said, whoa, wait a minute, we didn't get that document. I'm just throwing an example out there. So that could be as simple as that. If you were on appeal, I heard they get into the appeals that were back in June. If you don't have to appeal it, people, I'm telling you, don't appeal it. Call, because when you appeal it, you're kind of on the back of the list. Now, if you had an overpayment issue and you have no choice, then I highly recommend you appeal it. Okay, particularly if you know 100% you don't owe them any money. I had an overpayment on mine. I called them up, or I called through the fraud and overpayment. It was like a few bucks, 20. I paid it. Okay, they took it out. I heard that if you have an overpayment, they're not going to take it out and deduct it from the 300 boost. They would take it out to your unemployment, but only a certain amount. Don't quote me. I think it's 40% or sorry, maybe 60% of your unemployment until it's paid back. But if you feel that it's not, and the people that had overpayment or people that maybe, remember, it was kind of tricky in the beginning. I'm talking really quick because I want to see this. So they made you go back to February, but legally in Nevada, I'm referring to Nevada, it was actually only paying from March 15th. So if you went back that far, they were paying you. So that's why it's an overpayment. That makes sense. So they actually want their money back for February. So it wasn't really your mistake. It's actually their mistake. But, what are you going to do? I mean, I guess you can hire an attorney if you wanted to, but that's going to take a lot longer too. So, breaking news here. What is this? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I guess he had an accident. I'm sorry, people. I got this news that's tied up on there. All right, so that's that. Check your credits. Watch. I'll keep you up to date if you don't want to watch the the GOP headquarters. Sorry, and like I said, this is very important. Now it looks like it's 51-48, so Republicans are starting to move up a little bit. So. We'll see what happens. I don't think it matters too much. I mean, if you get the two Democrats in and say, well, Sal, it's a slam dunk. Now we can go ahead and pass the stimulus. It's not that easy, people. People have different minds and they say one thing, so it's not like a slam dunk with that. Leave your comments below. Let me ask you, do you think we'll get another stimulus? Or do you think it should stop right here and we're worried about inflation and our grandkids paying for it? Or do you think, well, hey, we need it now. We might not see hopefully we'll never see another pandemic again. And we deserve one more. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. I'm just, what your thoughts are. So leave your comments. If there's anything I didn't mention, please leave your comments below. I'm doing the best I can to give you adequate information as it comes in. Okay, people, one day at a time. Say hello to somebody, and share this video. Hit the like button. I want to increase my YouTube video. Again, I want to reach you where I can go live and have some real fun giveaways, and I mean that from my heart. So, but you can do live videos, you have to require more subscribers. So I just keep it real, people. I'm who I am here. There's no laptop beside me. I don't even get much news from the news. It's just watch. I'm curious what's happening. I get it from a lot of sources. I live in here for a while. I have a voice for you people. I make a lot of contacts. I continue to call. Make sure you check your SBA PPP loan. I talked about that. If there's anything I haven't talked about, you want me to talk about, I'll talk about. I'll do the best I can to try to get you the correct information, most accurate information. So just leave your comments below. All right. So thank you for watching. I think I'm going to be done for this evening. There's some good news on unemployment and real good news. So remember, we're supposed to be a large gap, and there's no gap. So with that said, have a good night. We'll see you in my next video.